Hello, my name is Sander de Vries and I'll be showing you how to create a beat in Ableton Live. Now with the word beat, I actually mean just a small backing track consisting of just drum sounds. From the point of view of a teacher, this can be very good for actually showing your students visually what's going on in music and in the background of music and soundtracks. So what we're going to do is double click in the MIDI track here. This creates a 1-bar loop. So if I press on this arrow here, it'll play this 1 bar and it'll keep looping. Okay, so we're going to stop this, double click, and then for this MIDI track we are going to click on this button, then Instruments, Drum Rack, Kit. When installing Ableton Live onto your computer, it'll come with all these sounds automatically installed. So I'm just going to choose this instrument for now, the Kit 808. Okay, so when the Kit 808 is installed, we already have this 1-bar loop. So there's two things we can do. So let's double click on this track here, so the MIDI bar will show up. Then we're just going to drag this up so we can see a bit more of what's going on. Okay, now here you can see all the different sounds which are part of this drum kit. So if I click on this cell, for example here, this is beat 1, and on beat 1 I've now programmed it to play a kick. So now on beat 2 I'm going to program a kick as well, beat 3 a kick, and beat 4 a kick. So if I now press play, so that's a very basic way of doing it. Now there's a few things we can do. The nice thing about Ableton is that when you're looping this 1-bar segment, you can actually add sounds to it while it's repeating the 1-bar loop. So we're going to press on play, and then we're going to add some more sounds, so you'll see what's going on. So that's a very basic way of creating a beat. And you can also visually see now that the kick sound happens every beat, and you can see that because this bar is divided in 16th notes, which means that every beat consists of 4 blocks, you can easily see what's going on in the music and in each phrase as well, which is a nice way of visually showing what's going on in the music. Now, the next thing, which I also think is a very interesting aspect of this music, is being able to switch between 2 beats instantly. So what we're going to do is double click here again to create a second beat, and I'm just gonna quickly make something which is a different tempo. So let's see what this sounds like. Okay, so now we have 2 beats, which is nice because if I can now switch between them. You may have noticed that Ableton Live has a very smart function where they automatically wait for the end of the bar before they switch onto a new sound. So if I click on the second track to start playing while it's halfway through a bar, it'll wait for that bar to finish and then play the second track. If I want to turn this off, there's a very simple way of doing this. It's just by clicking the 1 bar here and clicking on none. So now when I play, So now it switches instantaneously between the two. The problem that this creates is that there is no longer consistency throughout the music. So what we can do, if we still want to instantaneously switch between the two tracks, is we are going to select both by holding Shift and then clicking on both tracks. You can see that they're selected by the yellow background of the cells. And then click on the L down here to open up the launch menu. And then we're going to click on legato. What legato means is that it will automatically start playing as soon as I click the button, but the most important function of the legato option is that if I'm in the second phrase, for example, and the marker is about halfway, and then I click to start playing the first phrase, it'll start playing the first phrase from the same position as where it was in the second phrase. So listen to this. This is a very nice way of creating an endless amount of combinations with using only 2 bars of beats by quickly switching between the two. So like I said, this is a very interesting way of creating a new sound. You can use this in a music classroom, for example, to show students how that will create a whole different sound. So this is something interesting to show, to visually make students understand what's happening inside the music. Okay, so my name is Sander de Vries. I hope you like this video. If not, let me know why. And keep watching my videos. Thanks very much.